The Dogs, in association with the British Greyhound Racing Board.
Coming up on this week's edition of The Dogs, we're at Walthamstow for the second round of the Victor Chandler Grand Prix. Fancy giving a home to these three retired greyhounds? More information later. Plus, we were at Sittingbourne on Sunday for the final of the John Smith Kent Derby.
Now a review of a fantastic card at Nottingham where the feature was the Betfred Select Stakes. The 480 metre track record went in the very first race. Away they go, slow break from Pont Shakira, walked out of the trap, sits one, Lively Arthur, staves off trap 5, Hindfield Hondo at the bend, after this comes 4, Nervous Woody, good pitch, after this again back to 2, Scarlet Dash, they head down the far side then, and Lively Arthur, a winner at Hove recently of course, over 475 metres, leading here, Nervous Woody went the wrong way at the third bend, was held up by Highfield Hondo, more space for Lively Arthur who's attempting to make all, Lively Arthur will win here by 3 lengths from trap 5 in second, Highfield Hondo. Liz McNair's Lively Arthur ducking under the clock by 1 spot, recording 28.59. Well, there was an amazing run from Zigzag Dutchman in the seniors race. Warm favourite in trap 1 then, Zigzag Dutchman. And away we go. Oh, stumbles badly out of the boxes, and 2 Arrows Down Peak out fast here from Sir Alf, who's slightly hindered there by 6 Dark Davy, looking for a bit of space. They head down the far side. Zigzag Dutchman's improved into third after that terrible start. It's powering down the backstretch and is going to try and make a race of it despite that stumble. 2 Arrows Down Peak, the leader around the final bend from 1 Zigzag Dutchman. Oh, having to check again. So come off the final bend is Arrows Down Peak being taken on. Zigzag Dutchman, what an incredible run! Many more veterans races surely coming the way of Zigzag Dutchman and his brother Zigzag Dutchy. It wasn't all about the track stars, as there was plenty of money raised for charity, with the Nottingham Women's Rugby Club, encouraged by Derek Thompson, taking on darts player Peter Manley and some other heavy reprobates. Peter was more at home on the Ocky for the Betfred Darts Challenge with teammate Tanya Stevenson, beating our very own Jonathan Hobbs and Peter's wife Chrissy, who is also a professional darts player. Much fun was had, although Hobbsy clearly hadn't trained on from last year. Well, back to the track in the £2,500 Betfred Select Stayers race. This had brought together 2 of the present staying stars in Spirit on Louis and Westmead Aoife. Larkhill Bird, Romford Car2 and Headed on Jordan all had outside claims. Race away up towards the first of the 6 bends, and the best pace here, Larkhill Bird trying to turn in front here, looking for a bit of space around the outside. Oh, terrible trouble for Westmead Aoife. Also 5 Headed on Jordan, got a hefty bump there. So going on, it's 3 Larkhill Bird now leading by 2.5 lengths over 2 Romford Car2. Then comes Headed on Jordan lying in third. After this comes Spirit on Louis as they head down the far side final time. Larkhill Bird leading from Romford Car2, coming to throw down a challenge. Spirit on Louis picking up ground. They come down towards the second last bend, and it's still the lead with Larkhill Bird finding extra at the moment. Back in second, Romford Car2, 1 space. Spirit on Louis, they come off the final bend, getting it now. Larkhill Bird, Spirit on Louis flying out of death. It's going to be close, just I think, to Spirit on Louis ahead of Larkhill Bird. It's got to a photo. A thrilling finish with Spirit on Louis getting up on the line to thwart a very brave Larkhill Bird. All the field covered by 3 lengths. Well, Nottingham's restaurant was packed for the evening, with the overall attendance up by nearly 500 on last year, with just over 1,200 people enjoying the night's action on what is not a regular race night for the East Midlands track. Well, so on to the feature, where Cleaner's Lady was trying to defend her Betfred Select Stakes crown, but the favourite was Barnfield on Air, who'd looked the real deal when winning the Sussex Cup, but unfortunately had fallen in a recent trial at the track. There was pace on either side of Barnfield on Air, with Gimcrack winner Farlow Hurricane and Scottish Derby winner Fear Haribo. Derby finalist Dilemma's Flight and Summer Derby winner Iceman Ross completed the field. And there they go, and racing up towards the first bend. Fast start from last year's winner, Cleaner's Lady. She's leading up 3. Barfield on Air's pacing up and gets round in front though. From Cleaner's Lady in second, there comes 6 Iceman Ross, the head down the far side. It's Barfield on Air now, quickly gone, goes 2 lengths clear from Cleaner's Lady in second. Then can 4 Fear Haribo as they come around the second last turn. Still Barfield on Air with this lead of 1.5 lengths over Cleaner's Lady. She's trying to get her crown back, and she's coming on the inside. Cleaner's Lady has taken up the lead. Cleaner's Lady, Barfield on Air comes back, but Cleaner's Lady has won the Select Stakes for the 2nd year running. What an astonishing run from Cleaner's Lady. She is a super little bitch, and she's proved it tonight, hasn't she? An outstanding run from Cleaner's Lady to come from behind Barfield on Air, but her cause was also helped by the slow start from Farlow Hurricane. But what a night for her owners and trainer team, Terry and Matt Dartnell, with Cleaner's Lady winning back-to-back Betfred Select Stakes. Next stop, the Reading Masters.
Also presented with a cheque at Nottingham was the Midland branch of the Retired Greyhound Trust, and it was all down to us at the Dogs. A charity bet placed with sponsors Betfred on Cleaner's Lady won for us 4 figures. So next morning our producer Clive Lawrence let the train take the strain to see how the money will be spent. The Midlands branch of the RGT is just outside Newark and is run by this man, John Morton. John makes it his business to alter people's perceptions of ex-racers as he strives to home as many greyhounds as possible.
What you've got to realise is, if you're an athlete running, you eat very high protein food to give you energy. When a dog's racing, it's fed on very high protein food. So it's so more or less hyper all the time, it's raring to go. So it will have the energy to run and run and run. As soon as you retire from racing, you bring the protein down straight away. And in a couple of days, they're just calm and collected. They sleep a lot, they're very quiet, they walk very well on the lead. And one of the best things about a ground is they travel extremely well. They put in the back of a car or a back and they go to sleep till you get there, and then they wake up and say, oh, where am I? That's good. And they're not hyper dogs anymore. Yes, they will chase little things at times, but a dog is as good as the owner. You can train them not to chase, and all it is squirt of water and say no, and they learn very, very quickly. I've got them living with chickens, I've got them living with rabbits, I've got them living with geese, I've got them living with cats, everything. But people say grounds can't do this. You will get the odd ground that can't. It's like any breed, they won't. But a lot of people say that greyhounds are cat killers. All dogs are, I'm afraid. But greyhounds just tend to be that little bit quicker at times. But then again, it's the owner again. Back to the owner all the time. When a dog leaves me, they get lots of information as well as other things. They get lots and lots of information. How to train to go with cats, how to separation anxiety. And if they read all this and listen to what my advice, and I also am at the end of the phone for any problems at all, ring me. Please, please, please ring me. And that problem goes away. And people say, well, I love this dog, can I have another one? And that's how it's working at the moment. People tend to get addicted to them when they got them. They have 2 and they might have 3, which is hopefully good. If they do have 3, you know. And that's how it works.
John's immaculate kennels house over 30 retired dogs at any one time. He's a halfway house for those dogs whose careers have ended and who now need homing. And following the national trend this year, John is enjoying great success with his home finding.
I owned last year just over 80, and this year now it's 86 or more now. I think it's nearly 90 now I've owned this year. So I'll go way over 100 dogs this year, way over. But to me, most of the times, it's not the quantity of dogs, how many you home, it's the quality of the home the dog's going to. That's my personal opinion again, you know, because I take a lot of care of my dogs, as you can see with the kennels anyway.
So John, obviously you want to find good homes for all of your greyhounds. Any ones in particular that deserve a mention today?
I would like to mention Duke, Deli and Gemma. They are 3 dogs that live together. They've been together about 3 to 4 years in the house. It's like everything else. At the time, the marriages broke up and the lady's got to work 12 hours a day, and she cried her eyes out, said, I can't keep them, John, can I find my home? Now, they've been here now nearly 8 months, and there's no problem whatsoever, absolutely 0 problem. They walk very well on the lead. Duke's a big boy, but he's lost without his 2 girls. And he's a gentleman, he waits when they come in the kennel, and he waits when they go to bed before he even lies on his own bed. And he's so gentle, and I have him off the lead, walking with me. Every 2 girls on the lead, but the boy just walks on side of me.
So John, if somebody out there is watching, you can give these 3 dogs a home, how far would you travel?
I would travel to Land's End to John O'Groats for these 3. These 3 have raced. All 3 of them are 9-year-old. What they want in life now is they want to retire properly, and they want a lot of TLC. So if there's somebody out there, please find them a home. I will travel and give you a home. Please ring me and I will explain to you all about the dogs. Thank you very much.
If you fancy adopting that trio, contact details coming up, but there are hungry mouths to feed now. This is no 9-to-5 existence, and home finding is very much a labour of love for John, as it is many people in the game. But it's satisfying, rewarding, and above all, hugely important.
I do like what I do. People say it's hard work. It is hard work. It is long hours. But God, it's satisfied. You get lots of satisfaction from it. When I see the dogs go, I do cry sometimes. When I see them going up the drive and they're looking at me at the back of the window of the car, thinking, where they're taking me. But then again, I think, going to home, it's a lot better than it is in the kennels. Because I can't give them 100% individual attention. Even though I do spend a lot of time with them. And I find that helps because it helps a dog to step into another life, into a house. If I get the time and train them to be toilet trained, that helps a lot. I've been about 5 back in 10 years, which is not bad. But I do select the dog for the person. I go and home check these people, and I've got some home checkers now, but I find out the characteristics of this person, and I say to them, what sort of dog do you want? What do you mean? Do you live an active life? Do you live a quiet life? Have you got children? Have you got cats? We find a dog to fit that situation. The only one problem with greyhounds, this is one big problem, it's a good problem. They adore people. Greyhounds love people. So really, guard dogs, have a greyhound, it's a no-no. Watch dogs, yes. They'll watch somebody come in, watch somebody go out, and that's a greyhound for you.
So if it's been a case of love at first, second and third sight, and you're interested in homing a greyhound, what's the best way of going about it?
Procedure is first is pick up the phone or go on the website, look on the website, see what the dog's got, and get in contact with us. Then we take your name and number and everything, then we'll call you back or get in contact with you. And then what we do then, we'll go out and see you. It's not a form of vetting really. All it is for is to see if the garden's secure. A lot of people think, well, my house is not tidy. I'm not looking for a tidy house. No. Have you got a secure garden? Yes. Is the dog going to be happy? Yes. And I do talk to people, find out why they want a dog. What's the real reason why they want a dog? There's odd people you turn down, but not many. There's not many.
If you want to contact John direct at the Midlands RGT branch, call him on 01636 822 032. If you want to know more general information about the home finding process, contact the Retired Greyhound Trust National Hotline on 0870 444 0673. And if you want to know more about the breed itself, what better way than making it to Nottingham Racecourse for the Great Greyhound Gathering on Saturday, September the 22nd. Doors open at 10 AM. Retired greyhounds really do make great pets.
Coming up after the break, the very best in open race action from Monmore, Walthamstow and Sittingbourne. Well, welcome back to the Dogs, now the start of our comprehensive open race review, starting at Monmore where the records were tumbling. In the sprint, Paid Boss in fourth, the trainer Alex Grucock trapped out the best to make all and set new figures, 15.08 for the 264 metre trip on lightning fast ground. Funtime Chunky flew out of the traps from trap 5 to make every yard in the 416 metre final. Favourite Peterborough Puppy Derby winner Westmead Princeton 2 was slowly away and wanted the rails badly. He was forced to check at the second bend but was never going to catch Angela Wood's Funtime Chunky, whose 24.33 was a new track record for the distance. Funtime Chunky's run some good races in defeat at Monmore, so it's good to see him win one over the shorter trip. There was £5,000 on offer for the Ladbrokes Gold Cup Stayers race over 630 metres. Lance Burford's Iceman Brutus had broken the track record in the heats of the competition and was sent off the 11-10 favourites. And away they go, and racing out towards the first bend. Good start from Go Eddie Honda, pacing up Iceman Brutus, also there Droopy's John. Charlie's Dream, who missed the kick a little bit, is now looking for a bit of space but not getting it. Then comes 6, headed on Paddy and Vatican Sky. Lap to go, and going on Droopy's John at the third bend. Trouble for Iceman Brutus, also badly dealt with was Go Eddie Honda as they head down the far side final time. Droopy's John by 2 lengths. Iceman Brutus, though, giving chase and starting to close at the penultimate turn. Then comes Vatican Sky and Charlie's Dream as they come around the final bend, and it's still Droopy's John with a neck lead over Iceman Brutus, who's coming around the outside. It's going to be tight, but Iceman Brutus getting up. Iceman Brutus beats Droopy's John. Hard work, but the favourite got there in the end. Iceman Brutus recording 37.80. In the feature, the £10,000 Ladbrokes Gold Cup, Bow & Air on Air for Barry Draper went to the traps, the 4-7 favourite. He was unbeaten in the competition and run some good races in defeat behind kennel companion Farlow Hurricane. Away they go, and already trouble out of the boxes. Venture Moore wanted the rails badly, came off the worst with Bow & Air on Air rushing forward, and Dole's taking another shoulder barge. 6 Pilot Pretender almost on the floor. Bow & Air on Air goes on. Iceman Vader, blue ribbon winner, is off in chase. After this comes Toledo Star, and then comes Penny Shakira. They come into the second last bend. No space there for Iceman Vader, who was making up ground on Bow & Air on Air, who's out in front again. Bow & Air on Air for Barry Draper will last home to win the Ladbrokes Gold Cup final. Iceman Vader in second. Or just turned 2 years of age. Bow & Air on Air will win more big prizes, recording 28.10 in the final there for Barry Draper. Over to Walthamstow at the second round of the VC Bet Grand Prix. Only 4 lined up for the first heat, where Charlie Lister's Shelbourne Laura was sent off the 5-4 favourite. Second favourite was Kawasaki Frisbee with Ted Soppit in 1. And away they go, racing out towards the first bend. Good start from 3, Shelbourne Laura, out fast from Eye on the Power in 2. Then after this comes Like Hotcakes in 5, looking for the rails, not quite getting there, getting a slight touch. And Kawasaki Frisbee is the last of the quartet as they pass the pack stands here at the Stow. And going into the third turn, it's Shelbourne Laura leading now by 2.5 lengths over Eye on the Power. And then comes 5, Like Hotcakes, still bringing up the rear, Kawasaki Frisbee, but making a dart down the far side and challenging for second. But Shelbourne Laura has a 4-length lead at the second last turn. She comes round the bend in front from Kawasaki Frisbee, who's managed to extricate himself from the others and is now closing up towards the line. Shelbourne Laura getting tired, but will win just ahead of Kawasaki Frisbee. Shelbourne Laura there going on to win in 39.80, winning by a head. In the second heat, Fear Robin for Mark Wallace went to traps as the 1-3 favourite. He'd beaten Shelbourne Laura in the first round. Second in was Cougar Kid for Dilla Steels, who'd run second behind Forden Special in the first round. Racing out towards the first bend and 3, Drameen Rumble got a great start here. 1, Fear Robin now beginning to pick up a bit of pace into the turn. Slightly crowded there with 2, Cougar Kid not getting a clear sighter as well. Then there's a gap back to 4, Riverside. Yank Cassie in 5 was wide. Also Shelbourne Thesa at the second bend. As they go down the third and fourth turns, and now 2, Cougar Kid has taken over from 1, Fear Robin. They've raced right away from Drameen Rumble. So come into the second last bend, it's Cougar Kid with the advantage here for Dilla Steels, leading by 2.5 lengths over Fear Robin in second, and they're well clear from the others. They come around the final bend, and it's 2, Cougar Kid out a little bit wide, but holding on here from Fear Robin. Cougar Kid wins, Fear Robin second, and staying on into third place in the end was Shelbourne Thesa. Winning time there 39.50, so Cougar Kid franking the form of Forden Special, who was the 9-4 second favourite for Derek Knight in Heat 3. Butterbridge Alley for Mark Wallace was made the 11-8 favourite, despite being beaten in the first round by Fear Martina, who was in 6. There they go, and racing up towards the first bend. Black Rose Chick in 2's got a good start here, racing into the first turn. Butterbridge Alley slightly jostled about there, lost a couple of lengths, moving up Army's Plan in 5. They're away from Forden Special, who was also hampered at the first bend as they come around the third turn here at Walthamstow. Army's Plan now takes over from Black Rose Chick. Forden Special, then comes Fear Martina. That's the leading 4. Butterbridge Alley with plenty on its plate back in 5th. Look at the pace there of Forden Special taking over into the second last bend. Not a clear sighter for Fear Martina. Dropped back into 4th. Black Rose Chick in second. They come round the final bend, and it's still Forden Special pulling on now. Forden Special will win. It was tight for second. Well, in the end, Black Rose Chick was second. Fear Martina third, winning time 39.62. In the last heat, Discreet Cat, who'd recorded the quickest time in the first round, 39.26, was the 5-4 favourite for trainer Mark Wallace. Up go the lids and away and gone is Discreet Cat early, already leading here by a length and a half from 5. Shelbourne Ryan moving up into second. Then comes Erinaceous Rapid. On the outside of that is Black Rose Chap towards the rear. We've got White Bomber and also Big Brett Cole. They go past the stands, a lap to go, and it's still piling on the pressure. Discreet Cat, he's got them strung out like sausages at the moment. It's Discreet Cat here by 4 lengths over Shelbourne Ryan. And then comes Erinaceous Rapid as they come down towards the second last bend. Shelbourne Ryan's making no impression upon Discreet Cat, still with his 5-length advantage up the home straight. It's been simple in the end for Discreet Cat, changing the luck of Mark Wallace tonight. Back in second was White Bomber, crossing the line in third was Shelbourne Ryan. The winning time 39.46. So the semi-finals taking place next Saturday, and Discreet Cat has got to have his wits about him. He needs to come away in splendid fashion again to land the first semi-final. The second semi-final, well, Fulden Special versus Cougar Kid, should be a race to be savoured.
A busy betting ring at Sittingbourne on Sunday for the £10,000 to the winner, John Smith's Kent Derby final. Punters made this dog Debbie's Choice favourite over Blonde Buzz and Rough Gerard. He was one of 2 greyhounds trained in the final by Darren Whitton, the other being outsider Moaning Zizou in 3. The Admiral, John Bembo, takes up the commentary.
And away they go for the Kent Derby, 3, 2, 1. They're in the line 4, 5 and 6. They go to the first bend, 2, 3, 5 and 6 round. Bit of trouble outside, 2 shot through on the rails. It's 2, Blonde Buzz with 3. Moaning Zico on the outside as they race down toward the third bend. It's 3 by a length from 2. Then comes 4, 5, 1 and 6 into the third bend. 2 Rangers up on the outside of 3. 4's just making ground on the inside, but check slightly. They're off the final bend. It's 3, the rank outside of Moaning Zico off the final bend. 3, but here comes 2, 3's looking for the line. 2 finishing fast. Oh, it's close.
The photo finish showed that Moaning Zizou had held the gallant effort of Blonde Buzz, and that's when the celebrations started for connections of the 20-1 outsider, who provided trainer Whitton with his biggest success, albeit with his second string.
Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed for the other fella because I thought he really deserved it, but this dog's done us proud, like we're chuffed over the moon.
Was it a late decision to put him in the competition?
Definitely, yeah, because he was struggling over 460 at Henlow. This is more of a gallop light. He's got to stretch out, and he shows class. Blinding early pace this dog's got. Unbelievable early pace. He's won in the race.
He just about gets home. He comes to the end of the tether about 460 metres. But, I mean, when he's on the bunny there, he's game as you like. But, you know, he's held on and he's done what he's had to do. So we're over the moon.
And it's a big night for you tonight. I understand it's a birthday and a wedding anniversary as well as a Kent Derby win.
This lovely lady on my 40th birthday. This is my wife, Sophia. And it's my birthday and my wedding anniversary. So couldn't be better. So over the moon.
Well, now a jaunt through the calendar. On Thursday night, the place to be is Hove for the final of the Track Bookmakers Greyhound Olympic. The usual busy Friday night at Romford and Portsmouth. On Saturday, the VC Bet Grand Prix reaches the semi-final stage, whilst the Peterborough Puppy Cesarewitch gets underway. Usual fare from Coventry and Sittingbourne on Sunday night, whilst Crayford and Nottingham provide the best action on Monday. For all the latest results, click on to our website, thedogs.co.uk. Next Tuesday, we're broadcasting live from Walthamstow for the VC Bet Grand Prix Final. Don't miss it.
The Dogs, in association with the British Greyhound Racing Board.